We are now recording. The only thing I'm concerned about is maybe having to tweak the audio setup. And right now we should be able to see the MacArthur Adventures Let's Roll With It screen. If
Yep.
I flippity flop over, let's see. Full screen application.
So, Anna, you are very, very quiet.
Okay.
Karina is relatively quiet. I am very loud. I do not know.
I mean, I hadn't really said much. That is solvable somewhat in Discord. Okay.
I don't know what's happened.
I see that Amy popped in here, but I do not hear an Amy.
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, Amy.
Oh, hi. Oh, wow. Alex is...
I have you very quiet in Discord, Amy, and I haven't the faintest idea why.
I may have been very loud the last time I played. I don't know. It all depends on my mood.
When was the last time we played together? That was 2 weeks ago?
2 Mondays ago.
Game. Yeah, that would have been a loud game. We were kind of overthrowing a patriarchy. It was fine.
We were in a rage. I was burning a man alive. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, Anna, you are your everything is showing, yes, including all of the character sheets.
Yeah. Can everybody see Roll20?
Okay. You've still got the MacArthur Adventures up, but yeah.
Yeah, which is... Oh, yeah. Okay. I know what's going on. My bad. Here we go. I know exactly what's happening. But this is not a problem. Not at all.
Yep.
Because this is half of what I meant to do, except for having the MacArthur Adventures thing still there. So we're mostly good. Here we go. So I just need to change that. I don't know if I can change that, can I? Ew. Full screen application.
Yeah, the MacArthur Adventures logo is still just front and center.
Hanging out on the screen.
There we go.
Same
Delete.
That they saw last week. There it goes. Yep. But roll some dice with you. We're all right. We're all right.
Hello, Twitch TV!
Sorry, resident bard at your service.
Everything's doing fine. We're great.
Everything is okay.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
We're all fine now here. How are you?
How are you?
We're sending a hold on. I got something for this.
Oh man.
We're sending a squad up. We're sending a squad up.
Kid, we've got company.
Negative. We've got a large reactor leak now. Here now. Large leak, very dangerous. Who is this? What's your operating number? Boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're gonna have company.
When you roll a charisma-based character, but they always tend to roll nat ones at very key moments.
Yep.
Total failure.
Did you mean all of my characters?
Did you mean me in real life?
That too.
Oh no.
Where did my character sheet go?
Oh, that's a good question. Do I have that? Yes.
Do you see your character sheets? Is concerned?
I see my character sheet.
Okay,
I love your character's name, Amy. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks. This is my rogue that I've had since 2016. She is the reason that my icon in Roll20 is always a sand cat. I got her last name
love
from a
it.
warrior cat's name generator.
Yes,
Excellent.
because that is what you do. I approve.
Is spectacular.
Long live Tabaxi Rogues.
Long live all the rogues tonight.
I
Here's hoping.
mean,
Yeah. Good evening, Dancing Delt.
Hi, 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 hi. Okay, I have had a coffee today. We should be good. I do not need another coffee.
only one?
I'm on my
Uh-oh.
afternoon tea, by which I mean late evening tea. It may be a mistake. I may not sleep tonight, and that's not
And that
fine.
was a choice. The choices were made.
I mean, the alternative was
Choices
me
were
being very sleepy
made.
the whole session, which is not ideal. So we're fine. We're committing
fine.
caffeine crimes.
You're just the most tired rogue to ever exist. It's fine.
We're committing caffeine crimes. Yes.
Mhm. Kitty caffeine crimes, you might even say.
Indeed. This is a half feline crime syndicate here, so.
Feline crime. Oh Lord, this is gonna be the best.
Oh no.
So what you're saying is we're the crime syndicate that just sits in the sun and chills out.
Yes.
I'm down. Sign me up.
This is why we only take night jobs.
Are you cat burglars?
Yes.
Oh, but that name sounds so ghost, darling. I don't think we should go with that route.
That's about the level you can expect from me.
Cat burglary. Nudge,
Hey.
say no more.
So the question is, do you have your D6s ready?
Oh, no, I
Do we
don't.
need more than one or just one?
Well, you need to give me 3 results. So you're welcome to roll any number of dice and
Okay.
any number of combinations you see fit.
Well, what if I roll a 3 die 12 and then divide them all by 2?
You can if
I'm
you
just kidding.
want
I'm
to.
just kidding. I have 3 dice. It's right here. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything's gonna be fine. Absolutely. Well, then we will go ahead and start things off right on time at 7 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. Just your friendly reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties and or interruptions from pets and toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. So first, let's introduce ourselves in the order we see in our Discord chat. Please go ahead and tell us your name, your character name, and our question for this evening is a little different. If you would please roll 3d6 and tell me each of the separate results.
So, I was originally going to... You know what? I am going to do that. Bonjour. Je suis Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte de Orléans. Tonight I will be played by Alex. And the dice results that I got were 6, 3, and 4 in that order.
Alrighty. Well, my name is Anna. I am a co-DM on this channel, and I will be playing a myriad of characters tonight. I am not going to roll those dice because I don't need to.
Rebel.
Hi, I'm
That was
Amy.
ominous.
I know, I'm very afraid of whatever just happened. Yeah, I'm Amy. Tonight I'm going to be playing Pippin. I'm going to roll some D6s real quick.
You're so cute.
A 3, and a 5.
3, 3, 5.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I will be playing Narina tonight, and I rolled a 6, a 1, and a 4.
Thank you.
Hello, you might know me as the Last Starmaker, or Star, or Flotsam, or Karina in real life. For those of you that were here for the Once Upon a Tavern one-shot, you might recognize this character.
Ah, mais oui. Bonjour, mes amis. Je m'appelle, that is, you may call me Brigitte. Brigitte de Avignon, at your service. As you can probably tell by my luscious fur, I am, how do you say, tabaxi. It is not just my noble bearing that puts me head and shoulders above the rest. At 200 centimeters or 6'6", if you cannot pick me out of the crowd, then you must not be looking, Shasha. And if your eyes are not on me, what could they be looking at anyway?
I rolled a 6, a 4, and a 2.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for obliging.
You're welcome.
So, word about tonight's game. This is our rogue focus. And the title of tonight's game is 246 Rogue 1. We start with 4 prisoners who have been released on the same day from the same chain gang as Jean Valjean, a prisoner 24601. He has just left the vicinity and gone off to who knows what. The 4 of you now stand with your yellow slips of orders to proceed to your next parole division. As we start this game, would you please each describe what people see when they look at your characters? We can go ahead and continue in the Discord chat order.
Okay, so Francine, who I'm already giving up on the accent for, is a mid-height. I am scrolling down. Oh, I didn't write any of the things I rolled for their height and weight. Oops, down. They're a mid-height, approximately 5'8", 5'9", human female. She has particular uprightness in her step, despite the fact that she has spent a number of years working like a slave, which has made her quite ripped. She is definitely making a point of wearing her prison clothes with the sleeves as rolled up as possible, because she's actually quite proud of how jacked she has gotten. She has slightly graying hair that is normally brown but has been kind of going gray, and hazel eyes, and sort of tannish skin from working under the sun.
Thank you, 24634. Next.
So Pippin is a sandcat tabaxi, meaning she is way smaller than your typical tabaxi. She's just shy of 4 feet tall. This is a child-sized tabaxi if ever you saw one. However, Pippin is not a child. She's got a mischievous glint in her amber eyes. There's absolutely no possibility of her ever wearing shoes. If you tried to make her wear shoes, she would probably just bust through them with the claws to spite you. So yeah, in her prison clothes, very much looking forward to not being in her prison clothes. Very willing to strip naked to cause a distraction if she ever needs to. It wouldn't be the first time.
Thank you, 24335. Next.
Narina is about 5'5", 5'6", dark hair pulled back into a very tight ponytail, amber eyes. She's just ready to move on and move on to the next thing.
Thank you, 24614. Next.
Brigitte d'Avignon is a caracal tabaxi, 6'6", not including the ears, which do have the adorable tufts on top of them, with the sort of sandy-colored fur and similarly colored hair, with bright green eyes that are looking rather intelligently around, taking everything in, and exceptionally personable and approachable as well.
Thank you, 24642. A guard approaches. Well, are you ready for your parole orders?
I don't know. Are you ready to pay me for that drink that you promised me earlier?
Wink.
Roll persuasion.
Sure, right out the gate, doing it. Here we go. That is a ridiculous number. That is 22.
The guard blushes and leans over and whispers on his tiptoes, "We'll talk later." And
Okay.
steps back and says, "I have your orders, all 4 of you. You are to proceed to the first check-in point. You have 5 checkpoints in this town alone, and then you will proceed to the next town. This is how you will live. Understood?"
Absolutely. So long as one of those checkpoints is a tavern, I see no problem here.
Karina
He-
apologizes for Brigitte.
He hands each one of you a small yellow slip of paper. The only thing that you have is the back and this yellow slip of paper, instructing you to proceed to the first checkpoint, which is here. And he says, "Now remember, each one of you is on parole. Should you make any illegal activity happen, you will be back here in the chain gang and under my care, of course. We do not want any more dangers to society." And he will.
I mean, honestly, if we're going under your care, I don't see why I wouldn't want to perform an illegal activity right now. But I mean, it's whatever. It's fine.
He blushes
So yeah.
So what does the yellow slip of paper actually say? Like, is it literally just these are the places you have to stop in the order that you have to stop?
The roll in just a straight intelligence check.
Sure, I got you.
Can you read?
Yeah, I can read common at a level of a roll of a 16, in fact.
Excellent. So this slip of paper is your parole orders, and it has just the next destination, although it has blanks for the others. It says your demographic data and a physical description of you. It tells you where to go to the first checkpoint, and has a blank for the guard to leave in the information for the next checkpoint. So essentially, you could not skip ahead or anything like that.
Did they get your descriptions better than they got mine? They described mine as all wrong.
As she turns and looks over at Pippin. Well,
It's close enough, I suppose.
Did they get your description right? They got my nose all wrong. They never get your nose right.
I mean, they got my ears right. Everything else is a little bit shady.
It's frankly, I thought that we were going to be above this sort of racism in society by this point, but whatever.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not really above anything. Quite little.
Well, you are above the ground.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm not always above the ground. Kind of underground, if you know what I mean. Wank, wank.
Does Pippin actually say wank wank when Pippin winks?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, just checking. I love Pippin already. Oh no, that is fair. I totally understand. Some people really prefer that lifestyle.
Yeah, I'd really love to get back to it. Checkpoint 1. How we all feeling about it?
I mean, we kind of have no choice, do we?
Awful lot of people around.
Brigitte's just nodding. You can't see me nodding, but Brigitte is nodding.
So we play along for now, and we do what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what I had to do is what got me in this predicament in the first place. Brigitte is looking for what the first checkpoint is. Does it give directions?
Yes. The first checkpoint is across the square from the fountain, indicated by this gold star.
And the pink pinging therein.
Indeed.
Does it seem like there's any reason we shouldn't just directly walk over there?
Roll perception.
Other than there's a fountain.
I mean,
If you
don't
want
put
to
it
walk
past
through the
Brigitte.
fountain,
She
you
would
can
go.
go through the fountain.
It don't. I will be quite wet. 14.
It's a sleepy day in the town, an early and gray morning. Winter has set in, and so there's a dust of snow along the ground. Nothing seems to be too terribly exciting yet.
Yet, she says as if she isn't speaking to a group full of rogues. Excellent.
Francine's gonna start walking towards the checkpoint.
Brigitte is contemplating whether or not she wants to just acrobat over the fountain. Is that considered a legal activity? I can't.
Where are you going? This guard indicates Francine.
I have parole orders. They lead me there, and I point to the first checkpoint.
Let me see your orders.
I hand them over.
Looks at the orders, gives them back. Very well. Proceed, 24634.
My name is Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte de Orléans.
Roll intimidation.
Excellent.
That's a 22.
The guard backs up and says, "So it says on your paper, along with your number. It will be erased when you complete your parole." And he resumes his guard duties.
Guard's got a guard.
And I do not have control of Pippin.
Un momento, por favor.
Hold, please.
She got tiny little legs, so it's in character,
She's
but
real
also
slow. Real slow. Pippin. Pounce Flower? Your last name is Pounce
Yes.
Flower?
Isn't
Oh
that the
my
best?
gosh!
That was what I was saying earlier, that I loved that name. It's the
Wow.
best.
Okay, yes.
Warrior Cats generator.
Please do refresh the page. I apologize for the inconvenience.
That is okay.
Do you mean Warrior Cats as in the book series? Or
Yeah,
just,
it's in the book series, yes.
Yes! Sorry. It's fine.
Okay.
Is
good.
Pippin visibly falling behind?
Pippin is catching up.
Okay.
But as
Brigitte
you do,
has-
Pippin,
Oh no.
having
Oh,
fallen behind, this guard asks of you, "Halt, who are you? What is your business?"
I am deciding whether or not to give you a fake name. Nope. Hi, I'm Pippin Pounceflower. I'm going to my checkpoint. And she will hold up the yellow slip and look as cute as she possibly can. Full on Puss in Boots face.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent.
We're doing Puss in Boots face. Roll for cuteness. Golly.
I was gonna say, roll a cuteness check.
Persuasion,
Performance?
please.
Is that-
It might be performance if we're doing full on character. Sheesh.
I mean,
Yeah.
she is very cute. I don't think it's too out of.
No, I agree.
Oh, this is a very good roll, y'all. Is it
Golly.
performance or persuasion? Because that's going to change this.
I'll leave it to be your choice.
I'm gonna say it's performance because that's worse. It's a 5.
Okay, so the guard is not amused and looks over your paperwork and says, "You're lucky that this is in line. Proceed to your check-in points. Do not delay. Do not deter." And hands back your paper.
Trying not to.
2, 4, 3, 3, 5. And he will turn and walk away.
Okay, yeah, that is a point of order for Brigitte. Does our yellow slip of paper say "Do not pass go, do not collect $200, go straight to your checkpoint"?
Not
Is
in
that-
those words exactly, but that's the gist.
Okay, I mean that's you knew what I meant. Okay, well, fine. Then Brigitte won't stop and look in the fountain, or well, she won't stop to look in the fountain, but she is definitely looking into the fountain as she walks by.
Oh, cool. Well, you're welcome to roll some investigation to check out that fountain.
Please, oh no.
If that's a choice you want to make.
It is a choice that Brigitte made. It's not a
Excellent.
choice that I would have made. That's an unnatural 20.
Excellent. So it is a completely mundane fountain, and you do see where some well-meaning people, have slipped in some coins to make some wishes.
Oh, yep, sure they have. Oh, Brigitte attempts to sleight of hand a few of those coins.
Uh-huh. I'm
Yep.
gonna yeah, I'm gonna need a sleight of hand check.
Yep, no, I absolutely understand. I rolled to see if she would resist doing it, and the answer was a straight up no. Well, rogue's got a rogue. That's an 18 on the die, so it's a 24.
Discard. 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 And this guard did not notice you.
Excellent. Which one did? It's very relevant to my interests.
You now have 2 silver pieces.
Oh, okay, alright. Sure she does. Great. Good job, Brigitte. I'm embarrassed for you, really, frankly. Excellent. Those go in, the safekeeping place. Sure, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brigitte gets in line.
Excellent.
Rogue's got a rogue. I'm sorry. She saw a shiny coin. I rolled a 9 on a die 20. I was like, yep, nope, she does. She does do that.
She does
Excellent.
that thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and then here we are.
Okay. So you have arrived at the very first checkpoint. What you doing?
I assume we have to speak to this guard.
The guard is standing there looking very guard-like.
Guard's got a guard, we're
So he's doing his job.
Are you supposed to sign my homework?
The
Please,
guard-
sir, may I have some more? Just gonna have Oliver twist like, oh, this whole time. That's basically you've made the Artful Dodger. It's great.
I mean, in this case, I've made Gavroche, right?
Yes. Yes. It's truth. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to derail, but it felt like...
Good evening, my okay.
So
So this guard looks at you all and says, "Oh, yes. Are you here for your parole check-in?"
is this a guard that Brigitte recognizes?
Roll history.
Specifically, wanting to know what his name is. I sincerely doubt it. Oh, I have a +5, so that's a 14.
Okay. This is a guard that you've seen around, tagging along with some of the older guards. You get that this is probably one of his first few assignments that is truly on his own.
Oh, he's so cute. Yes, we need you to sign our papers, sweetheart.
Oh, of course, if you would form an orderly line, and I will sign each of your papers for you.
They're so cute when they're young.
What's the...
Oh. You saw that, did you?
It looks fancy.
Uh-huh.
We are rogues.
I believe that. I do.
You-
I do believe that. Roll perception for me.
Can we all roll that?
Yeah, sure. Go right on ahead.
Oh, Brigitte is too distracted by how adorable this guard is and will not be rolling perception.
I clicked the wrong thing. I apologize. There we go. Still crap, but it's fine.
I got a 7.
Neat.
We are so good at this game, guys.
Oh, good!
We're great rogues. This is going
We
great.
have many skills.
Oh, did you guys decide to move and form a line that way? Okay, I'm just gonna
Oh
say
my
Brigitte was
gosh.
distracted by
That's
making
excellent.
googly eyes at this guard. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
The guard looks down and says, "Okay, let's see. 24335 Pippin. Okay, this is your your first checkpoint. Okay, so I give you your work day orders. There is a quarry that you can work for day labor at the edge of town, and they should be able to provide you with daily wages. And I'll sign this, and your next checkpoint is going to be across town, and he indicates this building over here, and you should be good to go. Next.
Yeah,
Bef-
alright.
Before I step forward, I will look at Pippin. Would you like a ride? That is not a French accent at all.
No. I'm fine. I can do it myself.
All right. And then I gestured to Bridget, who clearly wanted to cut in line.
Oh no, Brigitte goes, oh no, sweetheart, I can go last. It is not a problem. As she's still staring at this guard, just basically just like, he's so cute.
And
Then I step forward.
okay. And Pippin, as you stepped forward, what was your roll on the
It was a
perception?
7.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're not hard to spot. Down the alley, you do see a vendor who has left for lunch, and it does look like it's a wares side vendor with handbags and capes.
Like she knows what will tempt us.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. You know what? I'm planning ahead. I'm waiting till Brigitte is talking to this guard before I do anything. I'm gonna get down here and just hang out and look as innocent as possible.
my
as a
little
point of,
Pound
go
flower
ahead.
paws. No, that was as innocent as my little pound flower paws will allow.
And I hold out my papers.
The guard looks over your parole papers, says, "Okay, 24634 Francine. First stops. Yes.
Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte de Orleans.
What?
My name is Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte de Orleans.
Mademoiselle.
And she folds her arms and looks very annoyed.
Are you trying to intimidate the guard?
No, I am just being a Karen.
He says, Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte de I go through a lot of these.
Well,
I'll try again.
thank you.
What was it?
Francine Charlotte de Orleans.
Francine Charlotte de Lorient.
Close enough.
Okay, well, this is your first stop, and I have work orders. There's a quarry at the edge of town, and they have day labor available with daily wages. And the next checkpoint is across the town, and he'll indicate the building across the town.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sign the paperwork and return it to you.
Where might I use the bathroom?
The latrine. There's one over by the fountain, and he'll indicate this private house over here.
Merci. And I will go off to join Pippin.
Next.
I will hand over my paperwork.
Okay. 24614, Narina. Your first stop. I do have work orders for you. There's a quarry at the edge of town. They have daily work with daily wages, and your next parole checkpoint is across the town, in that building over there. And he indicates the building behind you. He signs the paperwork and returns it to you.
What exactly are the wages? What should I be expecting?
I don't know.
Isn't it kind of your job to know these things?
No, my job is to sign the parole papers and give you to the next checkpoint. We don't know all of everything. It's not my place. No.
Good to know that you don't know everything. And she'll just walk away.
Excellent.
Are you sure this isn't vicious mockery?
No, because we have a rogue team, not a bard
It's the
team.
secret we've all packed bards.
Okay. Next.
Brigitte will hand him the papers and step this direction and lean against the side of the building.
Okay, 24642.
Oh, so there's no need to be so formal. You can just call me Brigitte.
I'm reciting the information on your parole papers.
Well, I know what it says, and you know what it says. You can just call me Brigitte. That is not a problem.
I can't do that.
What? That seems unreasonable.
But if you have a full name, I can call you that.
That is my first name. Is there something wrong with just calling me by my first name?
Yes.
There is. Tell me about this. Why is it so wrong to call me by my first name?
This is your first stop. And I have work orders for you. And we'll put a
You
pin
do?
in that. We'll put a
That
pin
is
in that
so-
because Pippin's over here doing some stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Can we
I've
this?
never committed a crime ever in my life.
Pippin,
Brigitte
what you
is
doing
just-
down there?
Brigitte is
Well,
doing that distraction thing. So.
Brigitte
Yeah.
is doing that distraction thing.
Can we see
Francine Francine is moving to be in the way of any prying eyes.
What over here is both very shiny and small enough for me to conceal in my tiny prison pants.
You're not wrong, but they are very tiny.
Okay, roll investigation for me.
I'm gonna try a different d20 and see how that goes. Oh, that's good. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, at this particular vendor, there's not much you can conceal in your tiny prison pants, as it is mostly handbags and capes. And, but
Okay.
you do notice that what appears to be a bag of holding with blue and red gems across it, with some very nice beading and tassels on the end of it. And you also see a vibrantly colored black and yellow cape with a white fur collar around it.
I have no interest in the cape, but Pippin will look over her shoulder at Francine and Narina and just kind of Vanna White it and cock an eyebrow.
What are you doing? Committing crimes?
Not yet.
Is this rubble or some stones that theoretically someone could trip over?
Sure, theoretically.
Excellent. Making like she's going to head to the next checkpoint, Narina is going to very deliberately trip and fall in this general direction to try to get attention on her.
Okay, roll deception or performance.
Excellent.
Fabulous. So you look injured.
Great. Perfect.
Great. At the sound of her tripping, Pippin is going to attempt to grab the bag of holding.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Meanwhile, Narina is going ham like a soccer player, just grabbing her leg and screaming on the floor that she's injured.
She already
That is
has
an
a yellow
18.
card. So.
You do manage to nick essentially this bag of holding. It is now yours. I will read its description momentarily. But Narina, you catch the attention of these two guards. Neither of them seem to care.
Of course they know. Why would they?
Rude.
But this creature comes over and kneels down beside you. What? What? Are you hurt? Yes, yes. Are you hurt?
Oh no. Sorry.
Yes, can you get some of the guards? They don't seem to really be interested in helping me.
They don't help prisoners. No, you are a prisoner. Yes, you will not get help from them. No.
Well, that seems awfully counterproductive.
Do you need help up? I can help up. He offers you a
Sure.
hand,
I'll take his hand.
and he helps you stand and says, "Are you injured? Do you need a bandage? Do you need ice or heat? That was a fall, yes."
I think I'll be okay. And she's just going to kind of brush herself off and try to see if Pippin has made it back to the group yet before walking back towards everyone.
Well, walk safely then, yes?
I'm sure I'll be fine this time.
So, Pippin, you have successfully gathered this bag of holding, and Brigitte, the guard has staggered and stumbled through his script and has finally handed you back your parole papers and has indicated your next checkpoint.
What is the name that he signed on my yellow slip of paper?
It's a scribbled mess.
and his penmanship is perfect. It's just his name is a scribbled mess.
Yes, he spelled it out even. You know what makes me the most sad is that I cannot read your signature. What if I get lost on the way to the other side of town? How am I supposed to know who I can call on for help?
I work here. Just come back.
Oh, so you're going to be here all day then?
It's my job.
Well, but you could be somewhere else during the day. I wouldn't know, except that now that you have told me, I feel much better. What did you say your name was again?
I didn't.
Oh no, I thought I heard a name. Francois?
I am going to lean over and whisper into the guy's ear, "She's flirting with you."
Karina is fairly certain he's aware of that.
You never know. You might not be. These guards aren't particularly intelligent. You can't rely on them to know anything.
Says Narina.
The guard will become straight as a board. And Brigitte, would you please make a persuasion roll?
Abso-friggin-lutely. It's what I do. I make persuasion rolls. That's an unnatural 20.
Gosh.
Sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
Well, 2, 4, 6, 4 to Brigitte. My name is Louis.
Well, it is most excellent to meet you, Louis. I hope that perhaps we will cross paths again sometime.
And she will immediately do, and then realize that she's going the wrong way and go this way. Because she'll look over at them and be like, Oh, right. No, but that's the way we need to go. And she'll walk off the other direction.
Excellent. And Pippin,
Yeah,
would you like to know what you acquired?
I would love to know.
You have a cranky bag of holding.
I love this item so much.
So, you can make an Arcana check, and let's see. Actually, no, we'll skip that. Skip that point. It's like a bag of holding, only when you reach into it, there's a monster inside. You roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
And on a 1, a beast will be summoned. And we'll determine what beast. But otherwise, it's like a bag of holding. And sometimes it just has
a distraction. A very
bad
convenient
things inside
distraction.
it. Yeah, a convenient distraction.
Yeah.
So, you have with you this bag of holding, and occasionally it will just start grumbling about something.
Where are you keeping this bag of holding, Pippin? Do your pants suddenly start randomly grumbling about?
I apologize in advance for the sentence I'm about to utter. She has it in her shirt, and she's arranged it so it looks like a little pair of kitty titties.
That's going in quotes.
So essentially, every once in a while, your chest starts grumbling. Got it.
Is it now socially acceptable in game to tell Pippin to calm her titties?
Yes.
Just one. You gotta keep the other one as your party. Hold on, I gotta find that picture now.
Is there anywhere I can? Is there anywhere I can get my my colleagues alone for a second, or
You would just stop in the middle of the square?
there's just so many guards all over the place that I'm not sure I can do it.
Investigation.
Hey, I'm actually good at that.
Excellent.
Oh. $14.
Okay, so while y'all were over here playing distraction game, you were actually able to glimpse around the corner and see that there's this abandoned space over here that looks relatively private.
Okay. I will keep that information to myself for the exact second.
Very well.
Carrying on to checkpoint 2.
Mm-hmm. Brigitte's flirting with anything that happens to be looking in her direction on the way over there, including probably the gentleman that she does know the name of, since I would assume this is a person that is very important.
Actually, Pippin,
Eh?
make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
Doesn't beat a 19.
Oh, it does not.
You take 10 piercing damage as you are shot in the arm.
Absolutely rude. I don't have that many points.
Also, you are unarmed, so that's what's kind of rude.
Ow.
Jikori shoulders his rifle and says, "Well now, not even a day out of jail and you're already picking up trinkets."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Deception.
17!
I'm a good little boy, I am.
Ja'Cory narrows his eyes and says, Now, there's a chance I could be mistaken, but I reckon I'm not.
Is there anything around that could be used as an improvised weapon?
Oh dear.
I mean, there's planking on the scaffolding behind you that could be ripped apart and used as a bat of some kind.
There's also a
There
guard in
are
front of you that you can just pick up.
Yeah, there's a guard right there.
Yes, I shall use the guard as an improvised weapon.
I mean, you asked. Have you ever hit one guy with another guy? Like, come on.
Could Narina step between them and just try to intercede on this situation?
Absolutely. What you want to say?
Pippin was with us the whole time. Couldn't have grabbed something if she was within our line of sight.
Roll persuasion. Or deception.
Yeah, that is a lie. Definitely grab
Is
something
that-
while she was in our line of sight.
Nope.
Well,
I am 5 seconds away from giving up on roll 20.
Ja'Cory again
yep.
narrows his eyes and says, Nah, I just don't think that's true, but I could be mistaken.
What's
I
the
think he
vibe
might
on
be.
this guy? Like, what? He's not a guard. Does he look like an official person?
Nope. Not a
Does Brigitte
chance.
recognize him?
Roll
Am I a history check?
history.
Narina's not going to back down
yeah.
on it, though. She's just going to stand there and be like, no, you're wrong.
Has no idea who this is. Nope, that's
He
a
is-
7. Nope.
He is still shouldering his rifle. He has not pointed it again. Brigitte, you have seen him around town before you were arrested.
Excellent.
He's definitely all of the shady character.
Yes,
But that's
good.
all that you
Great.
recall.
I rolled a 2 and I have a +5, so yeah, I appreciate that. That's more than I was expecting.
Fabulous. So he says, he leans over and looks at Pippin and says, "How's that arm of yours?"
Armor? I don't... What armor?
Arm.
The one
He
that's
said arm.
bleeding, the one I shot.
Yeah. That is very much mine. I would like to keep it, thank you.
I'm not threatened to rip it off. I have a healing potion that I could give you for the misunderstanding. If you take my meaning.
Uh-huh. I'm listening. There's a catch, because there's always a catch.
Next time I'll aim more towards the center. Fair warning.
What? Here's a concept. Why am I Australian? Why does this always happen?
Because Australians are just hick British, that's why.
I know, but
They're
Man.
very close.
What would I have to do to maybe not be shot again?
Well, don't have a bounty on your head. So don't do any more crime. Soon as you commit a crime, you'll work for me. And I like food on my table.
Uh-huh. You hired to go after me specifically, or is just everybody here's fair game?
Anyone who's wanted by the law.
Francine audibly scoffs at this.
Well, while we are perhaps at one time wanted by the law, assuming that we stick to our parole,
There should be no problem. Sashay, 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 sashay.
Yeah, I've done my time. I wouldn't say no to a healing potion, but very worried about, the catch.
Well, I told you the catch. That's all my job is. And he does hold out a blue potion and says, "It's yours if you want to take it."
Is it actually a healing potion?
Yeah.
Insight.
Yeah, you're welcome to roll some insight on that.
I would love to roll some insight on that.
Everybody
Yeah.
together now.
Yeah, I'm rolling insight on that.
7. That's a healing potion.
23.
Yeah, this is a genuine standard healing potion.
Excellent. I will take it and then gently rest a hand on Pippin's shoulder and say, "Let's go with the group," and kind of try to escort Pippin along with the group.
Yep.
So
before
Pippin,
handing the healing potion over.
Pippin, do you take the healing potion?
Take the healing potion because I have all of 6 hit points left.
Regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Yeah, nice.
Ja'Cory nods at you all and walks away. You have reached the second checkpoint. Where you find...
I mean, Brigitte is going to have her yellow slip of paper in front of her and go, "Now it says I am supposed to report to... I'm sorry, what is your name?"
You don't need my name. Give me your paper and I'll tell... No. Give me your paper and I'll tell you what you need to do.
Okay, but first things first, don't feel like you have to read the whole thing. It's just Brigitte, okay? You can just call me Brigitte. You couldn't see me passing it to him, but I did. As she passes her yellow slip of paper in his direction.
He takes it and mumbles, version 24642, first, second, check. Oh, okay. Alright, so, you want to get some...
drinks later? I would love to. Thanks for asking.
I'm not asking anything. I'm just telling you what to do next. Look, there's a soup kitchen over here. It's run by a really nice guy and his daughter. That's some place you can get some food. Now, it's not great to live off of, so you probably want something else along the line, but give him your paper and he'll give you some food. But the third checkpoint you want to hit up in town is over here across the square. And he signs his name and gives the paper back to you. And that's what I got for you.
She will immediately look down at the paper. What name did he sign on the paper?
He's...
I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
He signed the name Ration Range.
Well, thank you so much, Ration Range. And if you want to make good on that offer of drinks later, I am absolutely not opposed, as most of the others around here will tell you. And she will wink at this person.
No. He will wink back. And
okay, thanks. You're wonderful and lovely, and I'm sure that I will be seeing more of you around here. She starts walking this way.
Roll perception for me.
Excellent. I could do that. Oh, well, she's apparently not super perceptive. 10.
That's fine. When you do wink at this fellow Tyhoon over here, he does the follow me motion with his hand.
Okay, actually, and Brigitte meant to ask this, since he mentioned soup kitchen. So do we have some time between this check-in and the next ones? I could go and get a bite to eat over at the soup kitchen. I just want to make sure it's going to be okay, Russian, right? Blink,
Look,
wink, or not blink. She's not. She's doing the eye batting thing. I was gonna say she was blinking, but that does. Everyone blinks. That's great. Good job, Karina. Great description.
I mean that's up to you and on how fast you walk. I don't care. Once you get to my checkpoint, it's out of my hands.
Okay, well, I can walk fast. I have long legs, as you might have noticed. And she will go this way if she notices. As she does the little cat stretch the leg when they walk. They stretch their legs just a little bit, back legs. Yeah, flicks her tail a little, walks this direction.
Fabulous. Next up.
Francine is not happy about any of this, but she holds out her paperwork.
The guard will take the paperwork and just start mumbling to himself. Yeah, Francine, 3, 4, we got, okay. There's some food for you if you want it down by the soup kitchen. It's owned by this guy and his
I heard you
daughter.
speaking to Bridget, yes.
Alright. Just trying to do my job, but,
My name is Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte d'Orléans.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Look, I'm gonna sign your paper. If you heard what you need to hear, that's fine. Here you go. And he hands it back.
She folds it up and goes to wait over with Brigitte. And is just increasingly frustrated.
I suppose that means it's my turn. With this spark of joy of a guard.
Alright, papers.
I'll hand them over.
Turning into papers, please, over here.
I was about to start doing the soundtrack.
Alright. Starts mumbling to himself. Rena.
You should really stop mumbling. It's very unbecoming of an adult.
Aren't you opinionated there?
Yeah, I am.
Let's see. Okay, well, if you want some food, then there's a soup kitchen down across the town. It's run by this guy and his daughter. They're nice people. And if you want to get some food, won't keep for long, but it'll at least be nice. And your third checkpoint is across the town. He signs his name and gives you back your paper.
I'm going to start heading towards the soup kitchen.
Okay.
Pippin steps up and thrusts out her paper and says, "Heard it. Don't need it repeated. Sign my paperwork."
Get on with it!
The guard will shake his head and say, "You're lucky I don't care." And mumble to himself. And then 335. Yeah. Okay, here you go. And he gives back your paperwork, signed and cleared to go.
All right. Hop, skip, and a jump right behind Narina.
And
I'm going to look at the two walking away, glance at Brigitte, then back to the two, and then Brigitte expectantly.
Brigitte is leaning against the side of this building, talking to whoever this person is. However Anna would like to do that.
While those others were checking in, Tyhoon has circled around you and said, "It looks like you are one who is looking for work."
I haven't the faintest idea what might have given you that impression.
Well, isn't everyone looking for work?
You know, where I come from, work is not something that we look for, no.
What a shame. So I do have a job available that I think you have an excellent skill set for, but perhaps it's not really your type. And that's all right.
I was gonna a size up roll. Can I make an insight check on this person?
Can you make a size up roll? Yes,
I
insight.
size this person up.
5 check.
5 check. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vibe check.
I'm not a druid. This is not a vibe check. I'm a rogue. This is a sizing him up check. That is a 15.
15. You have seen him around in the local taverns. He is a recruiter who often gets people of talent, of stealth, of dexterity to accomplish fiendish deeds.
Oh, fiendish, I do enjoy that word. Well, I mean, you have to know that I am on a bit of a chain,
And she flicks the yellow slip of paper that is held in one hand against the other one once as her tail curls behind her.
Oh, shh. No need to talk of that. If you work well, that won't be a problem.
I mean, you're probably aware of how I got in this situation in the first place, so I am uncertain if someone who is on parole is exactly who you might be looking for.
Maybe not. Nice talking to you.
You know, I wish that I could say the same. And she walked away. Yeah, headed towards the soup kitchen.
Brigitte, make a perception check.
Sure. I keep changing dice. Let's roll this one. I think it's just a 13.
Okay. As you pass through the square, you catch out of the corner of your eye Ja'Cory giving you a salute.
She, and I emphasize the word playfully, sticks her tongue out at him. And then winks and keeps going. Meow. As she is passing Ration, she will go,
you know, so is there a name for this nice guy and his daughter, or is that just how you know them?
I mean, I haven't been to the soup kitchen. I don't know.
Does he know anything?
You know, and honestly, this was Brigitte's response was, you know, it really doesn't seem like you know very much.
You overestimate the intelligence of these guards. You really do.
You know, as a noble woman, she overestimates everyone's intelligence, I guess. Oop, I clicked off of it. Okay, here we go. Do. Soup kitchen. Soup's a soup kitchen.
As you approach the soup kitchen, you see that although its windows are closed, there is someone bustling about, trying to kind of get things ready. A very tall but gentle looking dragonborn, wrinkled with age, with a blue cloak.
Excuse me, do you need some sort of help?
Oh, help? That is so kind of you to offer. Uh, y- yes. Maybe. My daughter and I run this, and she is ill today, so I'm a bit behind on things.
Also, you are the nice guy with the daughter that restaurant was talking about. He did not tell me your name.
Oh,
I am Brigitte.
listen. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Is there something I can do to assist you, then?
Oh, well, let's see. Each one of these windows needs to be opened. They are unfortunately double locked, each of them, for to make sure nothing gets stolen from the poor. And it's a laborious process for one person, but I would appreciate any help you can offer.
Brigitte shrugs, will watch him open one of the windows and then go to open other ones.
Narina will help as well.
Excellent.
Can Pippin
Please
reach
Francine's
the
gonna-
windows?
Roll for windows.
roll for
Roll
windows.
for tall.
Please.
Roll for tall.
You may either use your thieves' tools if you are equipped with those, or you can just make a straight dexterity check.
Are you saying that to all of us?
Anyone who is helping with the windows.
Brigitte will ask Ledison if he has a bobby pin, since we only have the clothes on our back.
Oh,
Great.
yes. No thieves' tools yet. So sorry. Ledison. Oh, go ahead.
Is there anything that looks heavy that needs carrying somewhere?
Ledison will say, "Oh, well, once we get in, there are tables and things that will need to be set up.
Hmm.
I can open the door in just a minute. Yes. And looking for bobby pins?
Well, I mean,
Um,
essentially, if he says something about
yeah.
opening the door, Brigitte would just be like, I mean, if he opens the door, we can probably get inside and help you open the windows.
Well, the door I can unlock. I do have the key. It's the windows that are a bit difficult for my hands. But let's see what I can do. And he will pluck a scaly, what is essentially a feather of scales from his tail, and hand it over and say, "Will something like that perhaps work?"
I mean, if it is okay with you that I'm using this on your windows. She's kind of making a face at him like, is the lock not just inside and we could just open it from the inside? I mean, I don't care. And she'll walk over to a window. I just thought it might be easier to do this some other way, but like, if you want me to break in, I'm not going to say no.
I think you misunderstand. The locks are difficult for me to manipulate. My hands are not as strong as they used to be.
Are the windows actually literally just stuck?
Yeah. Stuck
Oh.
and locked with complicated locks
Okay.
that he can no longer operate alone. But
Okay.
he does go ahead and unlock the door, allowing you all access where there are tables and chairs that need to be moved outside, and he will begin the process of cooking things.
Francine starts moving stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yes, if those chairs could could go in the far corner and the table out by those trees. That would be lovely. Thank you.
Does he need any help, like, chopping stuff? Has he got onions that need chopping? I would love to chop something.
I'm feeling real choppy right now.
Yes, actually, we have onions and peppers and mushrooms. All of those need to be chopped.
Great. Pippin will pull up a stool next to a countertop so that she can see the top of it and chop away.
He will.
Have we managed to get all the windows open at least?
Yes, with that dexterity check, yes.
Cool.
The windows are now open, and Pippin, you have access to a variety of knives. They are very shiny and sharp. Some are like little pocket knives, but others are rather large chopping knives. And you are getting ready this giant bowl of soup, and it is smelling lovely.
Can I help Pippin chop some stuff up?
Absolutely.
Excellent. How closely are we being supervised?
At this point, he is going to be more concerned with getting things ready, so I would say that he has left you to do the choppy bits.
Is
So
there a
not-
small
not
paring
very.
knife? Is there a small paring knife or something that Narina could pocket?
Oh, there absolutely is.
I would like to try.
Make sleight of hand.
Francine is like feats of strengthening the furniture into place.
Wonderful. So you take Lettison's pocket knife, and he does not notice.
Rogue's got a rogue.
Excellent. So he will finish gathering some serving spoons and dishes, and say, "All right. Well, are those vegetables ready now?"
I feel like I still got a few mushrooms left to get, but yeah, for the most part. And she'll push over, probably like a cutting board just straight up covered in onions. She's probably crying, but you can't tell because she's already got those sand cat like tear stained looks on her face anyway.
Whatever
Yeah,
other
they're all right.
vegetables,
Thank
whatever
you.
other vegetables there are,
I made so
Narina is
many
either
onions.
done with or working on.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is made today a little bit better. I didn't know if I was going to be able to open on time. Yes. And he will put all the vegetables in and set everything to simmer, and turn to you, Pippin, and say, "Thank you. Just whenever those are done, you can put those in the pot, and that would... Yes, I would appreciate that. Thank you."
Once all the furniture is where it's supposed to be, Francine is just gonna gaze out the window for a bit.
Cool.
See what she sees.
Roll some perception if you would like to gain some knowledge from this, or if you're just enjoying the scenery, you're welcome to do so.
Just enjoying the scenery. Got it. Oh, roll 20. How I hate you.
I just need to double check. Is that my perception roll from earlier? It is my perception roll from earlier.
No, it's the same. Yep.
Those are some
Yep.
trees that are green.
Brigitte will be doing something similar, though she is outside, leaning up against the building, totally not preening herself.
You're checking things out?
Yes. Oh, good. I rolled a 4 on my die. So that's a 7 as well. Good. I'm glad that we're perceiving all of the things together.
There, you can also see that there are green on the trees, and there is some dusting of snow on the ground. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. That's nature. Not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is this more specifically, I suppose, this guard over here just standing there, the one at our next checkpoint, just hanging out. He's not really doing anything.
Guards are standing.
Guard's got a guard. All right, that's fair.
Guards got a guard.
Brigitte is, if he's looking at her, Brigitte is totally flirting with him across the way. It's happening.
He's not.
Excellent. She's still looking super adorable.
Miss Ami, I'd like to try to get a conversation in private at some point.
Ah, oui.
I guess Brigitte looks around. Is anyone paying attention to them right now? Can I roll higher than 4 on a perception roll?
Well, it's not
All 4 of us.
It's not difficult to tell that you all are in fairly close proximity to one another. This is not like a large tavern or anything. It's a small shop.
Mm-hmm.
Pippin will wait for Lettucin to look away. We'll eat a raw mushroom, and then we'll kind of like tap out in Thieves' Cant on the bar. Where are you thinking of going?
I just shake my head. It's a bit crowded around here.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Brigitte will move.
Not you, Brigitte.
Oh.
In fact, if you could come a little closer, that would be preferred.
She steps back to where she was.
I am getting
Pippin
just a little jealous.
leans over the bar uncomfortably close.
Actually, Cat's got a cat. The other cat will be like standing, like will be next to that cat, looking at Francine. They're catting together.
They're
One
catting
large
together.
Cat, one small cat catting at you.
Is that like, do you have food for me? I hear you have food. Food?
Yes, has attention. Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere in... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, just at the sudden proximity of Brigitte, Lettucin will take a polite step back.
Thieves catting, not canting. And that's going in the quotes.
It isn't as if we are not in private right now. Is there something that you want to say?
I don't know if you... Miss Ami, are any of you actually considering this? And she places her parole papers on the table.
I don't see why not. It has been fun so far.
I have seen what they pay people with these papers. It would not be enough for a loaf of bread at the end of the day.
But we have this lovely soup kitchen.
And she's got this grin on her face.
As much as I appreciate Ledison's generosity, I did not think that it would be fair of us to impose on him so heavily.
I mean, I'll be honest. Being paid has never stopped me from obtaining things.
Meaningful gesture at enlarged
Folding
chest.
arms under chest, which is made of bag.
I just want to get out of here.
don't feel like getting out of here would be terribly difficult to arrange if you are not having fun.
Right now, we play along. After we play along, we get out of here.
Yeah. If we do some, good Samaritan stuff along the way, and she'll, kind of just gesture vaguely to Soup.
Bridget looks meaningfully at her chest like,
Equivalent exchange. Eyes are up here.
No.
But your
No.
non-existent chest is down there.
No, I have a trick or two of my own to help me through a situation like this, but I do not know about you all, but I do not want to spend another 13 years in that godforsaken place.
Was it that long for you? That sounds terrible. I can imagine why that would not be fun anymore.
This Lettison will show that he has been interested in your conversation. And
Of course he has. He's been
Mhm.
dropping them eaves.
and
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
say,
You dropped this, hands, Eve.
Are you all in some kind of trouble that you need help with?
Bridget gestures to her full 6'6" self, dressed in prison clothing.
I mean, it's really not my color. That's mostly my problem with this whole arrangement.
I missed my bow tie.
Oh, did you have a cap too?
I take it that you don't see a life on parole as good.
I mean, a sailor's life more for me, if I must admit.
I can understand that, Paul. But I can't fix a lot of problems that have brought you all here, but I think I can alleviate at least one of your discomforts. From what I've seen, playing along can serve its purpose for a while. I don't know how that may suit you, but I think I can help with the clothing aspect. I know a good tailor in town. He owes me some favors. I think he could connect you with something a bit more comfortable and to your styling.
Is that allowed? She's like looking at the other ones like, we don't have to wear these outfits?
No.
No, they just don't equip you with anything else.
Oh, see, I have never been caught before, and frankly, I am not really sure what happened in the first place. There was a lot of booze involved in a tavern and some guards, and it gets a little shaky after a while. But I wasn't not having fun. But I really agree with your assessment of a tailor in town. Is that how you say that word?
A tailor, yes. He's very quick. He has a large stock available. It wouldn't surprise me if he had outfits that could immediately meet your needs.
Brigitte's kind of doing that thing where you how do I describe this? Where she's looking herself up and down, looking behind, looking at her tail, and the whole outfit, and just now that you've offered, I think we might need to take you up on that.
That would be a start, yes.
We don't have money.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Well, I think that the Dragonborn was offering to exchange some favors for us in the first place.
Uh-huh. Ho, ho, ho. Fed currency.
Well, I mean, sometimes favors can be quite useful.
What would you like us to do in exchange for this point of contact?
Um, you you helped me open my shop. That's kindness enough. Um, I'm just repaying the favor.
Brigitte will reach out and gallantly take his hand, and will actually sleight of hand the 2 silver that she has into his grasp and go, "Thank you so much. You're a godsend." Now, where's the tailor?
Let's see. He's usually hanging out somewhere about town. He wears a red cape. He is well, he's he's a purple lizard folk, but he insists that he's a dragonborn. Please humor him. It's a very sensitive subject.
Uh,
But
All sense of amusement drains out of Francine's face. She knows exactly who is being spoken of.
he'll
Why are you
have
all making such dour faces?
he'll have a stalk of pink feathers as his hair, and he goes by Voak.
Foak is the tailor. Oh, well, thank you so much. You have been such a wonderful help for us today, if in fashion and full bellies.
so shall we go to the next checkpoint and then meet up with our dear friend Voak?
That
You
sounds like a
already
good
know this
idea.
person?
Oui.
In passing.
Oh, well, you will have to tell me about them on the way to our next checkpoint then. They sound lovely.
Well, then if you're heading to the next checkpoint, that brings us to our halftime break.
Dun dun dun.
Dope.
Dun dun dun. So, with that, we love our cast and we also want to give out some love for our crew. For this session, we deeply appreciate the artwork of Danielle Skaggs, aka Seekski on DeviantArt, for bringing a host of our NPC characters to life. Amy's artwork of Pippin. We've also included various items from the interwebs. If you like what we like and would like to know where we got it, let us know. Then you'll know what we know, and we'll all be in the know of what we like. We'll be right back to the adventure in just a few minutes at 8:40 Central Time. See you in just a bit.
Hello, hello.
Greetings.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mes amis.
It is a pleasure to have you back.
I am here specifically for that reason. And also tea.
Tea is delightful.
So excited about my tea.
Yes.
Was that a little bit of Joster there?
I did switch into Joster for just a little bit.
Oops.
Sometimes the voices, they just overlap. It is fine.
Which is why I never commit to voices, because I can't commit to voices.
Well, I'm not in character right now, so I can do whatever I please. I could even speak like Boris. All hail Boris, glory to Scotia.
What?
Papers, please.
Give to me your papers, please. Would like papers. High class reference right there. Good stuff. Tea.
Yes.
I have rose lemonade with some gin, because as we do,
That sounds delish.
That does sound pretty good.
it is fabulous. Yes, Atticus. It is not dinner time yet, buddy.
Yeah, IRL Pippin has been like, wah, at my door.
Atticus has taken up station as the door guard.
Yeah,
He is
like you
doing
do.
his job very well. He
The
has
door
more information
gargoyle.
than these guards.
The
And
cats of
he
MacArthur
answered-
Adventures.
This is actually the first / only tabaxi that I have. To enjoy. me.
Atticus, please.
Also, can we please get that picture of Pippin bearing witness to your 18 roll as a shirt when we make merch?
I mean, sure. I don't know that would make a great shirt, but sure.
I mean,
Adorable, and I love him.
I just want one. Like I specifically want that picture with the caption "Pippin as my witness."
With Pippin as my
and-
witness, yeah.
Yeah, and then on the back, cats of MacArthur Adventures,
That's totally fair.
and have a series of all the cats of MacArthur Adventures.
He was
Are
being
we talking about all of our army of tabaxi?
well.
No,
also
actually,
our
I-
IRL cats. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, that too.
Yeah.
I just found a cat toy on top of my stove.
Oh.
it's a great place for it.
This
you
doesn't
know?
belong there.
I trip over cat toys in the middle of the night because the cats leave the cat toys everywhere. Because unlike children, they don't put their toys away.
Better than D4.
True.
Cats, you could put your toys away, young man.
Okay,
You
so
know,
what's
I
worse?
could, but I'm not gonna.
What's worse, a D4 or Legos?
D4.
Depends on the Lego.
Atticus.
What if it was a D4 made of Lego?
Nightmares.
Look, I just got a set of
Dun,
Dyson.
dun.
Because of course I got a set of Dyson. Is anyone
Mhm.
surprised by this? No, no one
Mm-mm.
is surprised by this.
No, not
And
at
the D4 is so sharp that it could definitely put a hole through your foot.
all. Good.
Yikes.
Get you a
Brian,
cat that looks
confirm.
like Pippin
Brian,
next to
confirm for the folks on stream. How sharp is this D4?
me. Ouchie, where?
I'm keeping this.
You're not keeping my D4. Give me my
I
D.
could cut a steak with this.
Yes, you could cut a steak with this. Can I have my D4 back so I can put it in its protective box?
It's to protect us from it, not the other way around.
I'm older than you. How is this too dangerous for me?
I used to work with knives and fire all day. Every day.
Well,
claiming to have
basket of
higher
mercy, that's very sweet of you to say.
Give me my
They're too
dice.
dangerous for you.
No! Stop it! The worst.
That's very sweet of you to say. I'm very flattered, darling.
The intermission entertainment is husbando and Millie.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie
Oh,
and Brian getting into a
hello.
domestic dispute over dice.
Discussion.
hi.
I would call it a discussion. I think
Hi, hi,
that's
hi, hi, hi,
everybody.
hi, 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 hi,
Good. I'm glad.
hi.
I'm glad for us.
Hi,
Look
hi.
at us go. 8:40 on the dot. We're so good.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tea.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have our fabulous Francine, Pippin, Narina, and Brigitte ready to go?
Oh, oui, oui.
Where?
Oui.
Yep.
Where?
Fabulous, fabulous. Everybody
Oui,
got
madame.
your water and snacks and whatnot and dicey boys?
And tea.
Yep.
Oh, tea's good. Yes. Tea is good. So,
Mhm.
Ledison has given you the contact information for a tailor he recommends, Voak,
We have no idea who the person is.
who he described as hanging
Anna?
around.
Twitch chat is saying that you are quite a bit quieter than everyone else.
Quite a bit quieter. Let us see if we can fix that. Let's see. Default mic. Okay. Edit. Volume. Convert to mono. Default mic. Okay. Well, I can project and try to be mindful of that if that is. Aha, there we go. I will just speak louder. As that is something that I can do.
What?
What? Imagine that. Okay, so
Miracle.
miracle. So Voak was described from his clothing and his person and from his location, so it would not be difficult to deduce where he is.
Pretty sure you're correct.
Mhm.
And as one of your characters has already met him in this game, she probably recognized him from the description that Ledison gave.
Yep.
Is there a spot where I can not be seen from outside? Because
No.
Okay.
There, you have opened it's like an open stall soup kitchen.
Okay.
Windows everywhere.
So decidedly not. Okay.
Correct.
Good to know.
So, shall we?
Well, you need to inform me as to this Volak person. You seemed like you knew him.
When I fell, he offered assistance.
Oh no, you fell? Did you get hurt? And she immediately
Are
you okay?
I fell, and she winks.
Pippin winks back.
Excellent. So you said this person helped you after you fell. Wink.
They offered assistance, yes.
Well, I suppose that means they cannot be too bad. So, Andiam?
I don't see. Francine would specifically like to go behind the buildings on the way to the checkpoint.
Brigitte is just absolutely flaunting her way over to the
Are you
checkpoint.
trying to be stealthy, Francine?
Nope, just
scoping the place.
just making a point to go a route that I have not gone before, and to take in the sights.
Fair.
Because it has been 13 years since I have been in this town, at the very least. If I have been in this town ever before in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Much can change. A revolution could have happened.
That could very well be true. So, are you heading to the checkpoint first?
I think that was the plan.
Alrighty then.
Pippin
Brigitte
was
has to
following
know.
Francine explicitly to avoid Ja'Cory, but I see that he's moving around. I would like to keep a weather eye out for him. That man shot me once already.
Remind me what were the conditions he said under which he would shoot you again?
She needed a bounty on her head.
Yeah, more crimes. I have not committed any more crimes. I personally did not steal a knife.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Brigitte has to know if she recognizes this card.
Roll history.
One of these times, I'll roll higher than the single digit. There's a double digit. That's much better. That is a 17.
This is someone who you have spent considerable time with at one of the taverns.
Excellent. Does this person have a name that Brigitte knows?
Absolutely. This person's name is Francois. The name that you dropped earlier. You must have remembered it from him.
Or she was just trying to coerce someone else into giving them her name. Giving them their name. Giving her their name? I need more tea. Brigitte will, as she is sashay her way over there, will just totally do the whole Francois, yoo-hoo! As she goes over with her waving at him, the hand above her, paw above her head, I don't know, she's a humanoid, it's fine. Waving at Francois as she walks up to Francois.
Oh, Brigitte! Oh, I did not expect to see you out here again so soon. How have you been?
Oh, well,
And she'll gesture at the prison outfit.
slight misunderstanding, but what can you do?
Oh no. Well, I knew they would catch you eventually, sweetheart. I'm just so sorry it had to happen.
Yeah, you can only share drinks with the guards so many times before you figure out why you keep asking them for drinks. But no, I would never. Absolutely not. Could you sign this for me, though?
Oh, of course, of course. And he takes out the paperwork and says, "Oh, well, looks like I have your number now, don't I?"
What a shame that you would have access to such information. But please, let us keep it informal. You may still refer to me as Brigitte.
Oh, has
If you like.
nothing else. Now let's see. Okay. Well, you have already made it to 2 checkpoints. Look at you. And let's see. Well,
Totally standing there, like looking at her nails, leaning against the side of the building.
Let's see. Your 3rd checkpoint will be. Oh, it's just around the corner. Down here. Do you see the building behind me?
Oui.
Yes, okay. So that will be lodging. Very, very cheap. You should be able to live there as comfortably as you need to. The quarries that you could find work for, they are just down the hill from there. Should not be any bother at all. The person who runs the lodgings down there also owns the tailor shop in adjacent to it. You should have no problems with him whatsoever. From what I hear anyway. That appears all you need, and he will sign Francois and give the papers back to you.
I have a question for you, Shasha. So, your friend, I don't know, do you know Range over there?
She points at this card.
Well, anyway, he was not very forthcoming, and I had a question for him. I thought you might be able to answer it for me. But
Well, of course.
It doesn't really say on these papers how soon we are expected at each of these checkpoints. I mean, we were slightly concerned whether we would have enough time to go and eat before we came to see you.
Oh, oh dear. Well, you do know that these things are not exactly designed for success. I am sorry to admit, especially to someone like you. But
But I am
no.
normally so successful. She seems very upset by this.
Oh, I know it pains me to cause you distress. It does. But well, if there was a time on the card, you would find it changed by the time you got to the post. There is no time, so if the guard you meet is upset, you are late or you are early. I am sorry. It is not another way, Brigitte.
This is tragic.
It is. It is so. I can only encourage you not to be caught again. It will be worse the next time.
You're right. But such is life, I suppose. Que sera, sera.
C'est la vie.
Well, these are my friends, I believe, coming around the corner. Could you tell me about that individual? And I don't know if she would have pointed at Jakuri before he would have passed by her on the left, on her left. I am uncertain. I don't think they actually got the name in game. Did they? Did he say his name?
I don't think so.
I wrote
think
down
so.
his name, but I don't think we got his name. So she's just going to point, and if he disappears, the Dragonborn that walks around all hoity-toity with the whatever weapons that is that he has over his shoulder.
With the rifle?
But
That is Jakori. You do not want to cross his path. No, he is dangerous. A bounty hunter.
oh,
And a very good one. He
Right?
Yes. If he is on your tail, if you have caught his attention, I do not envy your position, Brigitte.
Brigitte turns and looks at her tail, and then looks behind her and goes, "No, I do not think it is me that he is interested in. I mean, unless he's interested in me, which, is another conversation entirely. But thank you for being so forthcoming with me, Francois. I hope that we can have a drink together at the tavern sometime soon."
Of course, it would be my pleasure. Now, your friends, I cannot help but notice the similar clothing. Do they have papers to sign as well?
Well,
Here, come, I will take care of that for you.
I will hand over my paperwork.
On
And
my
you-
walk around the building. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, just saying that he will sign all of your paperwork without the rehashing of what he has already spoken to Brigitte.
On my way around the building, did I notice anything of particular interest?
What an interesting thing to ask. Would you roll perception, please?
higher
Unless
than a
you're-
four.
Higher than a 4!
I rolled something else.
That is, in fact, higher than a 4.
The bar is so low.
It's roll 20. You gotta keep that bar real low, or you get smacked in the face with it all the time.
So, as you were walking around, you probably glimpsed Jakori changing his position, and also could hear some distant, heated conversation between two people down an alleyway. Appear to be having a disagreement, and you could see several guards posted who are just hanging out, doing their job. Nothing too particular. You see some more rubble down here that looks a bit odd as the street looks like it's in otherwise fair condition around this point. So
Mhm.
not sure why there would be rocks right here.
Mhm.
That's what you see.
Well, once I get my paper signed, I will glance over at Voak, and then over at my companions. And then I will start back down this alleyway to intercept Ja'Cory.
Okay. Pippin, what you up to?
Oh, I'm just getting my paper signed. I just need signatures.
Of course, of
Pippin,
course.
this is Francois. Francois, this is Pippin.
Pleasure to meet
Pleasure
you.
to meet you.
Yes.
Holds out a hand for a handshake.
It's small paw.
Little paw.
He will awkwardly shuffle his spear and paper while taking your paw.
Best.
Aw. You're the
But-
best, Francois.
Francois' a
Well, I
real friend
do-
here.
I
He
do
is my
try.
favorite.
Yes, well, any friend of Brigitte is a friend of mine. She is great company in these taverns. Not everyone is as comedic as she is.
Oh, you're too kind, Francois.
All right, well, you all stay safe. Just don't get caught again.
Oh, me, I would never get caught.
Well, this yellow paper you wear says differently, my friend.
Ah, that was a misunderstanding, Francois.
All right. And Francine, you have reached Ja'Cory. He is leaning against the building, polishing his rifle.
And I know his name now, right? From
You've
the other
got-
person named after a certain country in the real world.
You've gotten it from Francois, yes.
Monsieur Ja'Cory, what is your problem?
I ain't got no problem.
Clearly you are. You've been following us all day.
That's not a problem, it's work.
No. It's a problem.
Says who?
A very agitated noblewoman.
You have a funny way of defining noble.
You have a funny way of heaping your britches in a twist.
Now why don't you run along with your friends? I ain't a threat to you. Not until you act in a way I don't like.
That is acting in a way I don't like.
He ignores you
I
and
have
goes
been in-
back to polishing his gun, but you're welcome to continue talking to him.
I have walked through hell for 13 years for a crime I did not commit. You may scare my friends, but you do not scare me. I am already dead, and if you threaten them again, I will not be afraid to die, making sure that you suffer for it. And I will go back.
Excellent.
And I need to step away from the computer for a minute.
Narina, is there anything that you would like to do in particular?
Point out Voak to the group and say, that's our guy.
Volak, yoo-hoo!
Immediately, like there's no hesitation. If Narita's just like, that's the dude, excellent. We go from there.
Voak is visibly shocked. He jumps.
Excellent. Good first impression.
Voak, yes, I am Voak. How can I help? Yes.
Volk, it is such a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have heard wonderful things about you from Ledison.
Edison, yes, yes. We are friends with Voak, yes. He is, he is kinder than most, yes, yes, with Voak.
Wait, yes, indeed. Well, your fellow Dragonborn friend said something to us about clothing from you, that you are the finest tailor that he has ever known, and if it would be possible to exchange a few favors for myself and my friends to be more properly outfitted. As you can tell, this is not my color.
Mentioning
Or hers.
At mentioning fellow Dragonborn, his tail starts wagging.
Most excellent. As it should.
You need clothing? Ledison recommended Voak for clothing?
Where? Can you not see these horrible outfits that they have left us with? It's almost unbearable.
Oh, yes, yes. I can see it must be so uncomfortable for you. Yes, must have fashion, must have comfort. Yes, yes, for Voak and for you. Yes.
Wait, someone that finally understands me.
Yes, we can solve this problem for you and your friends. Yes, if you will follow Voak, we will solve. Yes.
Voak is best.
So, this is not Voak being deceptive. This is Anna being forgetful. And I've forgotten which building I indicated was, in fact.
I don't think that you did.
Did I
don't think you
indicate?
did.
Yeah.
Cool. It's this
I
one.
don't-
It's totally this one right here.
Okay. Well, whichever one that you would like it to be is the one that it will be, GN.
Excellent.
Nothing's
So-
labeled. We can do what we want.
Yep. So
Right,
Voak
it's your game
says.
board.
So Voak says, "Follow me, follow me." Jakari, go away. No business for you here. Go away. Jakari shuffles off and goes away.
Shikori, go away. And that day, Voak
Swiper
became
no swiping.
the
I'm gonna
favorite.
propose marriage to Voak.
Oh man. You already look awful. Nothing we can do for you here. Go away.
Go away. So, entering Voak's little tailor shop, it already has arrayed in it a variety of clothing that has been pre-prepared, and you can clearly see that although Voak appears to be not a caster, that he has employed the work of some magic to make clothing that is literally tailor-made on the spot. So, if you select a article of clothing, it will conform to you perfectly. And so all you have to do is see a design that you like, and it will become yours. So Voak happily skirts about the store, pointing out the different colors and fabrics, and says, "Yes, yes, if Ledison sends, I am in debt to Ledison. He knows and I know. And so we can solve debt and solve your problem all at once. Yes, select what clothing you would like. It is yours. Yes, from Voak, from Ledison. Yes."
Voak, best boy. Hashtag Voak.
I think you're the only one who likes Voak.
Only like Voak because he was mean to Jakori.
But see, you forget who the first person of mine that met Voak was, and she also liked Voak, so that character and this character are very similar, so it does not surprise me that Brigitte is also like, yes, this person understands me with their fashion sense. Good. I mean, Brigitte immediately picks out like thigh-high riding boots over the riding pant and the noble coat with the frilly shirt. It's that swashbuckling sailing outfit thing that you get going on. That's absolute like Brigitte knows what Brigitte wants. Brigitte finds.
I can tell.
Pippin knows what Pippin's about. Pippin likes to dress like a goth hobbit.
With a bow tie.
With a comically large bow tie. Which I have no intention that came from in that game. I did steal from a stripper, and it did give me advantage on performance checks. So...
There you go. I'm showing Twitch what
Voak.
what Voak looks like.
It's just a little boy.
Yeah, no, that's who was it? Aquana, I think, actually met Voak in that potion shop, if I recall correctly. Aquana found him amusing as well. Brigitte just loves someone that understands fashion. Sailor's life for me. Looking for the sailor's clothing.
Narina is selecting something simple in earth tones, and upon selection of such clothing, would make sure to very well conceal the item she swiped from Lettuce's soup shop.
All right. Well, that is good. And Pippin, are we going with the goth hobbit?
Gothic hobbit.
Cool.
We're going goth hobbit. We got a long vest. It's embroidered. It's dark gray. We got some little baby hobbit pants. They're also in even darker gray. We got a little black button down that goes under the whole thing, and then we got a very, very large red bow tie.
This is my favorite. Something that specifically, when put on, does not in fact shrink.
Does not in fact shrink. This is like a Goliath-sized bow tie on a halfling-sized hat.
Beautiful.
This is wonderful. I love it. Well, let's see. Francine, have you rejoined us?
I have.
And
what
would
kind of
you
clothing
like?
does Francine pick out? The world is dying to know.
So, Francine gets herself into some dark green and grays and blacks. Kind of a tightly bound together jerkin, something with a hood as well. A cape without a hood that has a light clasp on it, and the cape would be a brown color. Very, very stereotypical rogue now that I'm thinking about it, but that was not my intention going into the description.
It's okay. Very typical swashbuckler over here, so don't worry about it. It's fine.
But attempting to
right.
be something easily concealable.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you are all equipped with your new looks, and Voak is just basically thumping his tail on the ground in just delight and saying, "Yes, yes, you all look much improved. Here, let me take care of those." And he will scoop up the prison clothing from the dressing rooms and throw them down a hamper. Say, now, if alterations are needed, if magic runs out or there is damage, come back to Voak and we will fix. We will And yes, these clothes are from Voak and Ledison. Yes, agreement is fulfilled, debt is repaid.
Thank you so much for your assistance, Voak. Ledison did not steer us wrong in this particular case. Your outfits are most excellent.
Yes. You can trust Ledison. Ledison is kind, yes, much kinder than most, yes. And his soup is okay.
Brigitte nods. You are not incorrect, sir. You are also most kind.
He blushes.
How trustworthy does this Voak appear?
Insight.
That's a 19.
That is a in this tailor environment, he is clearly doing what he likes to do. However, something's weird about this debt that he owes to Ledison. And it's a little you can sense that maybe there's more to the story.
Do I smell a rat?
You smell
that's
a
a dragonborn.
snake. A dragonborn, yes. You smell a dragonborn, and you notice.
Quote. You couldn't see my bunny ears. My quotes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guy claiming to be a dragonborn who's clearly not a dragonborn. Not a dragonborn. And you do notice that he has a mark of a snake on his neck.
Excellent. Do I get the feeling that if he was to know secrets, he would tell them to the guard?
Depends on the secret.
Well,
that's
good.
He clearly does not like Ja'Cory and clearly can boss him around.
Oh wait, were you gone for that? You were
Yes.
gone for that, Alex. There was this moment where Voak walked by Ja'Cory, who was standing next to the entrance of his shop, and essentially, Ja'Cory, go away! No business for you here.
It was great.
Ja'Cory walked away.
Nice.
It was fabulous.
Well, knowing that, Francine is going to look around and take a deep breath and, my friends, I would like to show you my little surprise so that you all know what I am capable of in the event that it is necessary. And her skin begins to shift, and her eyes go white, as does her hair, and her skin slowly loses all of its color, and she shrinks about 3 inches and is left looking very much different and very pale. And
you are Sozy. It means doppelganger.
That is, I believe, one word for what I am, yes. Before I met all of you, I intended to simply disappear, wear a different face, hopefully find another name. That has all changed. I like you a lot, and I would not like to depart from your company.
Unfortunately, Brigitte goes, yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me.
You especially, Miss Brigitte,
Yeah,
Mademoiselle.
Well, I am someone that people tends to enjoy being around. I'm sorry, Karina can't say it with a straight face, but Brigitte's being dead serious.
Pippin's gonna reach out and try to pass her hand through Francine, make sure she's not a ghost.
She offers her hand back, and yeah, she is corporeal, and she smiles. I didn't believe anyone else in my family was like this. I was the stepchild to begin with.
Hell, that's Sheba's voice. She's haunting me.
Is Vilak being all excitable?
Just in general. That's just in general. I promise you, it's just
okay.
That's just how he is.
That is
Boak.
how he normally is. However, he is just circling around Francine, utterly mesmerized, and kind of like tapping his hands together in front of him.
I turn into Voak.
Wait, how do you say in your language? Doppelganger.
Well, hello. I am Voak, yes. Voak number 2, yes.
Pippin also claps.
You can
Oh, no,
change,
Tara,
yes?
There are suddenly
You-
two dragonborn in the room.
You change what you are, yes? Become what you want, yes?
To
Like
some
our
extent. Oui.
Boag is totally mesmerized.
Hmm.
What a gift.
I'm going... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I'm going to turn into a full height, since I can't change my size, full height version of Pippin. Complete with the with the bag of
Goliath.
holding.
Oh, I was gonna say Goliath-sized bow tie.
Oh no, my clothes don't change. I am just changing my physical shape.
Oh, sad.
It's like looking in a mirror. Very weird funhouse mirror.
What to say is that that is a tall mirror.
Well, that's a good skill to possess.
It was lucky sometimes. If I had known that there was a question of me being suspected of a crime, I would obviously never have been arrested. But I was convicted and charged without me even knowing.
Yes, that happens sometimes.
Voak has sat down.
It's the best part, and she turns back into the version of herself that was paroled.
Francine.
Yes. The best part is that the next morning she ran away with my wallet and all of my money.
Pippin looks at the ground because that is certainly something she's never done.
Brigitte
So are we
is
going to be
just-
going around? Are we going to be going around in a circle now and telling everyone what we're here for?
I mean, if you want to let us know, you can. If you do not want to tell us, you do not have to. I do not think tarrying too long without checking in would be a wise decision.
Who else wants to share with the class?
Uh,
I think we can guess. I think we can guess what you are in for.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never stolen anything in my life.
Bridget pats the bag of holding. Of course you have not yet.
Nope. Don't have problem with things that are shiny, especially not when they're in people's pockets, because I'm just right at pocket height. I can't help it.
So you are the Artful Dodger. Got it.
Yep.
It's excellent. What are you looking at me for? You already know why I'm here. There was a misunderstanding. If someone else wants to share, they can. But, like, we don't have to.
All right, then we don't have to. And she'll make for the door.
Okay, but I mean, so she's like, she's just as concerned about flirting with the next guy as she is learning whatever anyone wants to tell her.
Before you leave, Voak will
Or she
again
would have
wave.
thanked Boak profusely.
Voak will wave again and say, "This is you. You can come back if you want, even if you do not need to buy clothing."
Brigitte's just like, oh, he's so cute.
Brigitte will give Voak a giant hug.
Finally, someone that understands me. I love you and your clothing.
Yes.
Francine's face flushes.
You are the best. We look so wonderful.
I
am sure that we will come back again.
Yes, you look wonderful. And Voak will look to Francine and say, "Treasure your gift to look how you want."
Brigitte nods and then steps out the door.
Thank you, Shasha. You've been lovely.
Wear it well.
Good health and good business to you, Monsieur Voak.
Oui, oui. Voak has good business, yes.
Oh, Voak. You are a delight. Not my first time coming across Voak. Voak is a delight.
As long as you're trying to buy something from him, he's great.
Well, that's fair. I haven't ever not been trying to buy things from him. All right, here comes Brigitte's question for you, Anna. Does she recognize?
Oh, really? I had no
Scarf.
idea that question was coming. This is a total surprise.
What? So you do not know me very well, yes, Shasha.
Wow, that's a 19 history check that time. Ew.
This is Risha Fermin. This is a guard who is rarely at the taverns, but the other guards have spoken of him in high regard.
So it's not someone that Brigitte has met before?
No, just someone you know by reputation.
Excellent. I mean, Brigitte will walk up to this person and hand over her parole slip and go,
"It is a pleasure to meet you, Risha Fermin. I am, as you will see, Brigitte."
Yes, I see, Brigitte. Well, seems you are here for a checkpoint. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, yes. 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, yes.
The other guards speak very highly of you, so I have not seen you around very often. You must keep busy with all of your work.
Oh, yes. It's been quite busy keeping a few undesirables out of town.
I
But
haven't the faintest
try.
idea what you are referring to.
Good. Then perhaps I'm doing my job. Well, it appears the next thing you are needing is to be equipped with a decent pair of shoes. Although, and he takes a look at the outfit that you're wearing, it would appear that has been taken care of.
Oui, by the most honorable Volak?
Oh yes, his work is quite unique. Um,
Oui, I have not felt like myself in at least a couple of days, so this is nice.
so, there is a shoeing department just over there. If your shoes should break down in the course of your work, you do have a pair waiting for you. They're not the highest quality or comfort, but they should last enough to get you another pair. But I guess you need my signature. And the last checkpoint before, well, I guess heading out of town into the next village would be just over that corner. You see over there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then that is good. And he hands back your paperwork. Says that is.
Well, let me know if
all.
you would. Let me know if you would ever like to get a drink with the rest of us in a tavern. You would be most welcome, from what I understand. Perhaps you, in turn, would have some excellent stories to tell.
I will tell stories around a campfire if you wish, but taverns are much too loud for my taste.
Oh, campfire? Where?
Of course, under the stars.
I understand that desire. It is one that I often have myself. So, if we are at an understanding, I will take you up on that sometime soon.
That would be nice, Brigitte.
But what do you like to drink? That is the most important part. I will make sure that we have it.
I prefer water. If tea is available, I will drink it, but I have
Apple
no
juice?
real preference.
Orange juice?
I
I'm a fan of cranberry, but I understand that some people cannot stand it.
I am sorry, you will find me a dull drinking companion.
Chamomile teas and... But maybe your stories will be better than your drinking habits. And she will step out of the way to let her companions do what they need to do.
All right, well, looks like we have multiple people who need their papers signed. Who can I help next?
Sure, I'll hand over my papers.
All right. You've done well in your checkpoints so far. Let's see. Are you on the same path as Brigitte here?
Seems that way.
Do you need the instructions repeated?
I think I heard them just fine, thank you.
All right. He signs his name and returns the paper to you.
And I will get out of the way so that Pippin can step in.
Whoop. Brigitte's like leaning against the building, but like, you cannot take up 5 feet of space. That is the thing.
Right, yeah, and Pippin, as already established, has no qualms about being all up in everyone's space.
As the resident pickpocket.
Yeah, we'll just, hold up the old yellow paper, and look down at her bare feet, and then look back up at the guard and say, I don't believe in Jews.
Well, that is your prerogative. It's something the Lord offers. It's not much, but it's offered. And you're with this group as well?
Looks like it, yeah.
Do you need the instructions repeated?
No.
All right. He signs his name, writes out the instructions, and gives you your parole paperwork back.
Francine offers her paperwork with Brigitte, and I don't need a repetition, though I do like hearing your voice.
Um, thank you.
The tiniest smirk crosses her face.
And yours appear in order as well. He signs his name, writes out the instructions, and hands your parole papers back.
All right. Are these two still arguing?
Uh-huh.
Are these two still arguing? They were arguing earlier when I was
Yes.
coming up and around.
Yes,
What are they
are
arguing
still
about?
arguing. Roll perception, please.
All right, Boak, calm down.
You know, considering how many eaves I've been dropping, it's a wonder I didn't take perception as a skill.
Perception as a skill. This, let's see. Carmelie is actually somebody that Brigitte would easily recognize as the local tavern owner.
What? No.
Who is telling this uniformed person that perhaps they should begin visiting the tavern less.
Oh, that is a criminal request.
And that request is not going over well.
Francine is going to kind of try to slip by the two and take a second to get her boots off and then go visit the shoe person to get the boots that are provided.
Excellent. You come to this building, and there's a sign out front that says, "Be back in an hour," but the door is ajar.
I'm going to give a concerned knock.
No one answers.
I smell a setup, and Francine is gonna leg it back on over to this gentleman. Monsieur.
Yes.
The shoe makers facility. The door is ajar and there's a sign up. That seems worrisome to me. I thought it best as a law-abiding citizen to inform you of this.
2 thumbs way up.
That is unusual. And he calls out, "Carmelie, stop harassing your patrons and fetch Jose, will you?"
Brigitte totally waves when Carmelie turns around to look at Rashad. Oh, hello!
Carmelie is clearly frustrated by the situation, but is not about to disobey the captain of the guard's orders.
And I would like to go make friends with the patron.
She does not look very happy.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What seems to be the problem?
Um, none of your business.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know you.
Well, that is fair. I merely hoped to provide some small amount of aid and comfort if I could.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Oui, oui.
She's given evil side eyes at Carmelie, who has returned to their tavern.
There are other establishments to be had.
I don't like being told where I can't go.
That is very fair. And I will hold up the parole papers subtly. I understand that very intimately of late.
Tough break.
Your uniform is different from that of the guard.
I'm not part of the guard.
That intrigues me.
Yeah.
But I will not press. It is a pleasure meeting you.
It was. I met you, and I'm gonna go harass Carmelie some more. And she will stride into the bar.
Au revoir. I will
Meanwhile,
call out cheerily
she ignores you.
and stay out of the way of the guard.
Because and the captain does step out and say, Jose will stand my post. If you are concerned about the shoemaker, I will accompany you.
That would be very reassuring.
And the guard and he'll turn to the others and say, do any others of your group require shoes? I know Brigitte and Pippin, but Narina?
I'm coming with. I'm not letting Francine go alone.
All right.
Yeah, I'm coming with because I don't want to be alone in the street with Decory out and about.
And, Monsieur, you must understand, I have been framed for a crime once before. I do not wish to have it happen again.
Why do you think we're coming along?
And Brigitte, what are you doing with Carmelie over there?
Flirting?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, Pippin's standing up for a fellow tabaxi there, I see. That's wonderful. Brigitte is having an intimate conversation with Carmelie about chamomile tea.
Good
and
to
whether or
know.
not Carmelie has chamomile tea, etc., etc. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm the Brigitte's doing Brigitte.
Good. So glad. So the guard will note the sign and step through the door. Say, well, this is a shop run by a citizen. They are not required to stand their post. It's their business. It appears they just left and forgot to lock the door. This is financed by the Lord, so if you would like to make your selections, I am happy to sign on your paperwork that these were acquired under my supervision. It will not be questioned.
Do I believe this?
Roll insight.
Is he vibing?
Yeah, you believe that he is straightforward.
Well, I'm glad that my fears are unfounded.
I didn't say
I
that.
will, well, fair enough. And Francine makes her selection and offers her papers to the guard captain.
The guard captain will make a note. Shoes obtained on this date. And will initial his name by the note.
Narina will do the same.
And he will also note that shoes were obtained and initial his name by the note. When he exits, he will replace the sign, but close the door and bar it with a note to come see him to release it. And he will return, say, Jose, you are relieved. Return to your post as ordered. To which Jose will do as he is told.
So what are the chances that Kamali has some loose leaf chamomile tea that Brigitte can persuade him to give her?
Roll a d20.
Wow. Do you just want the number, or are you actually wanting a persuade check?
Not a persuade check. We're doing a supply check.
Okay, well, it was a 16.
He does, in fact, have chamomile tea.
Can Brigitte persuade him to give her some chamomile tea?
Oh, you mean without paying for it?
She absolutely is attempting to charm this individual into giving her chamomile tea, yes.
Roll persuasion.
That's what I thought you wanted me to roll in the first place. That is, where is that one? An unnatural 20.
Excellent. So, Carmelie will take down a canister of chamomile tea and say, for you, Brigitte? Of course. You don't even have to ask. What else can I get for you?
I had to ask, otherwise you wouldn't know what I needed. Is this all of what you have? I do not want to take all of it. Just perhaps enough for to fill a how do you say teapot?
Oh, sure. We can do a couple of bags. And
That would be most appreciated. You are the best.
would you like that for now, or did you want the tea to take with you on your travels?
Oh, I meant just some loose leaf, please.
Absolutely. And he will scoop out some tea into a little linen bag and seal the bag and then wrap a little ribbon around it and hand it to you.
Brigitte makes no hesitation to just be like, "You are the best," and give him a big ol' smooch on the cheek as she takes it and leaves the tavern.
Excellent.
Oh, hi. Yes. Hello. Can I help you? I'm assuming Francine came in the tavern.
Francine's just wandering at this point.
Okay. If you are there, Brigitte will talk to you. Otherwise, Brigitte is going back outside to the captain of the guard.
Yeah. Oh, my apologies. Let me get out of your way.
Pardonnez-moi.
We'll step back outside.
Brigitte, I keep using the word sashay. I was going to say march, but since there are actually guards around here, I doubt she would be marching. She makes her way back over to Captain Fearman and is just holds out the loose leaf tea and says, "Here, I need you to hold on to this for me until we meet around the campfire. Wait."
Well, if you yes, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
And he latches it onto a pouch in his belt.
My work here is done. And she keeps following Narina over to the guard. Conga line.
Are we doing limbo?
Conga line of shooting daggers at Jokori.
I'm watching you, Water Tribe.
Francine, make a perception check.
I've given up on roll 20.
Do it. Just give up.
That was a mistake.
Oh, no.
It was a mistake. Critical fail.
Oh, no.
Jokori motions for you to come talk to him.
I don't comply.
Fair.
Oh, I love that gif.
Water Tribe.
So what's this last guard's deal?
So this last guard's just standing there being a guard.
Guard's got a guard.
So you're the last one we need to speak to, yes?
That depends. How many stops have you had?
I'll hand over my paperwork.
Oh, this guard is so adorable.
Oh, well, let's see. Well, yes, this is your last stop before moving on to the next town. If you'd like, to stay and work at the quarries, you can. You have your workday orders, your food and lodging and shoes and quite some nice outfits. That nicer that I've seen with most people I work with. But yes, what I provide is also paperwork to the next city. So that is your choice to stay here and work what jobs you can in the city or if the people that you've met, or to continue on to another city, and there will be similar parole orders there. And he will take your paper and sign off on the 5th checkpoint and give you another yellow slip of paper that looks identical to the first, only with a completely different starting point. So, if every day, check in with your first page with me, or you have 1 week to report to the next city. If you miss either of these appointments, then, or both rather, then you will have broken your parole and you will be, will be wanted.
Oh, I'm always wanted, darlings. That's not a problem.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is
this a guard she recognizes Holt, please? She's been listening and watching this person the whole time and trying not to squee at them because they're so adorable. That's an 11.
This is a guard that. Oh, excuse me. I gotta fade out of that voice.
Okay, but once you pretend to have a cold, it's really hard to not have
It
a
is.
cold.
Hwah. Hwah.
Clear the nasal passages. I believe in you.
Whew. Yes, this is Dawn. He is normally at the tavern, but is usually alone reading a book.
Brigitte can respect that. That was all. She just had to say words because she always has words to say, especially when it involves her and being wanted. So, there you go.
I actually have no idea what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail you. It just popped out.
It's fine.
Was it something about the
I
recording
don't.
back in 1
I
week?
honestly have no recollection. It's gone.
I'm sorry.
So she's just gonna step to the side and make room for everyone else.
Narina, as you step to the side, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, excellent.
A shot fires over past your ear. You are not hit.
I look back from where it came from.
You see Jacori's red coat dash around the building.
Oh, I'm going around the opposite way to try to. Which way did I see it go?
You saw him moving this way. Do.
So I'm going this way.
What is his problem?
Can I help you?
Well, hello there.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, you are, and your life dedicated to crime.
You know nothing about me.
Nah. But I do know you're a pretty good meal ticket.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means you stole. And if you stole, sooner or later you'll be wanted.
You make a lot of very bold assumptions.
They ain't assumptions. They're truth.
Again, you make very bold assumptions.
Is there a loose pebble on the ground nearby?
There probably is.
Oh dear.
I want to
And-
drop it down my shirt into
I
my
am-
cranky bag of holding.
I am stealthily approaching Jacori from behind.
Oh dear.
Roll stealthy stealth.
Oh dear. And that's when they all died.
23.
You are stealthy.
Okay, good to know.
Lettison, yes, Pippin, you have put a pebble into the bag of holding. Roll a d4.
I rolled a 2.
The pebble is in the bag of holding.
Great. I want to reach in and take the pebble out of the bag of holding.
Lettison will step out and say, "My friend, Jacori, there is no quarrel for you here. Leave her be." Pippin, roll a d4.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 4.
You have the pebble in your hand.
Great. I'll just hang on to that for now.
And Jacori will retort, "Nah, she stole from you. That makes her fair game for me." Brigitte, would you like to take any action at this point?
No.
Francine, you are being all of the sneaky.
So I am currently holding my action to make whatever check I would need to get Ja'Cory into a chokehold. For him making another threatening move towards one of my friends. Because I made a promise and I'm going to keep it.
Narina, what you up to?
Just continuing to deny it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Ledison will say, "You have her word that she did not steal. You have my word nothing was stolen. If anything was taken, it was gifted. They helped me in my distress, and I helped them in theirs. There is no job for you here. Walk away, friend." And Ja'Cory nods and backs away.
Directly into Francine.
No. Sorry.
That would have been funny, though.
It would have been funny. And Ledison will nod to both of you and say, "Please, stay safe and stay away from him."
What, it's so easy.
And he will go back to his soup kitchen.
Soup kitchen.
If I were to go over here, is this relatively out of sight of every, of like the guards and Ja'Cory?
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't care if Ledison sees this at this point, but I'm going to put the knife that I took on one of these boxes and then walk away.
Aww. Ledison will nod.
I nod back.
And this guard has paid no attention to what has happened.
This guard has been. Brigitte was definitely talking to that guard.
Fabulous.
What's going on?
I've never been brave enough to approach you while you've been sitting reading at the tavern. I figured you wouldn't want to be bothered, but I am very curious as to the sorts of books that you enjoy reading.
Oh, well, I enjoy cartography.
Really? Topographical or
Well, yes. I like seeing the maps specifically of mountain ranges. I haven't been to many mountains, and I think I would like them theoretically, but they're on paper, and so that's fine, and they're very pleasant.
Brigitte is nodding. I would know nothing about mountainous regions on cartography, as I am more of a sea girl myself. Have to say.
Oh,
But
yes.
I could see the appeal.
Yes, the ocean is quite nice as well. I papers for one. Are you all together?
we're here. My name is Brigitte.
Brigitte. Nice to meet you.
It is good to meet you as well.
I can't remember if I already gave my. I'm done.
Oh, I know who you are. The other guards have told me. I am often in the tavern with them.
Oh. Well, if you'll hand over your papers, I've explained to your friend about either staying in this village or going on to the next, and the details of the parole conditions.
We are to report back to you, I believe.
Yes, daily.
If we are to stay, yes.
Yes. And so the guard will take each of your papers, sign them all, and return them back. And with that, you all have completed all 5 of your first parole checkpoints. And as we wrap up tonight, out of curiosity, I would love to know if your characters would be taking the daily check-ins, staying at this place in parole, moving on to the next town, or breaking off completely, or some other mix.
Imbersheet always has opinions. Does someone else want to go first?
I mean, Pippin also always has opinions.
Francine's got a thing, but she wants to keep it to herself. But the thing is that Ja'Cory needs to end up in a ditch.
That's
And
fair.
that would require
Pippin would
staying.
not say no to being an accessory to murder.
Quite frankly, it is self-defense.
He does seem very dangerous.
He was selfish and I got defensive.
There's something Narina wants to do, but she has not told anyone why she's here, so she's not going to tell anyone what that is.
Yeah.
Secretive rogues, no.
What?
Meanwhile,
Never.
Brigitte's over here just like, I mean, if it wasn't obvious, I am totally staying for a while. But, eventually I'll get bored and the sea always calls me back home.
Pippin is skipping town. She's gonna go to the next town, perhaps somewhere in, the pathway of doing that when they perhaps murder Ja'Cory. She will be faking her own death, and it's all gonna be fine.
There's a dramatic battle between them and Ja'Cory, and Pippin's lying on the ground, faking death.
Oh,
God, with Hattie.
That is fabulous. I love it so much.
Best.
That's great.
Best. Hashtag just
Okay.
rogue things.
Just rogue
rogue
things.
Well, with that, that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time. We're not sure if next week we'll continue the Cuddle Vagabonds or go for another one shot, but we'll let you know. Check out the event page on Facebook. Once the video of this week is uploaded to YouTube, you can find the links to give us a tip and connect with us more in that description. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye-bye.
Stay stealthy.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I still gotta fill the stuff until she finishes. Bye.